Hello everyone, I am back again today with another estate planning mistake. So the last time that I talked to you, I talked about the number one estate planning mistake that people make when they put together a trust-based estate plan. This is going to be the number one mistake that people make with estate planning generally. Hi, I'm Don Rolfe, the owner and founder of Northwest Legal Planning, an estate planning and probate law firm located in West Linn, Oregon. And the number one mistake that people make with estate planning. I have a confession. There's actually two that I'm going to talk about. The first one is people don't make an estate plan. That is the number one mistake that people make, is they say, I can do it later. It's not important right now. And I'll tell you what, there are a lot of people that pass away without an estate plan in place, and they default to the statutory or the legislature of the state's plan for them. And the laws in the state of Oregon or whatever state you happen to live in are going to dictate who's going to get your things after you pass away. And an intestate, you're said to have died intestate if you do not have a will or a trust. And an intestate probate will have to be opened. Someone will have to decide who's going to be the personal representative, who's going to manage all of your assets, get your final bills paid, taxes, all of those sorts of things. And the distribution of your assets is going to be based solely on the statutes, not your decision. So a lot of people do not have estate plans, and that is the number one mistake that people make. And it's not just after you pass away, it's also during incapacity, because when we do an estate plan, we also put together instructions for what kind of healthcare you want to receive, who's going to be your healthcare representatives to make decisions for you when you can't. So it's really important that not only for distributing your assets after you pass away, but also if you get incapacitated, managing your assets and managing your health care. So again, the number one mistake that people make is not putting together an estate plan. If you haven't put together an estate plan and you would like to learn how to do so, you can schedule a complimentary consultation with me for 1/2 hour, either on the phone or in person, by going to myestatePlanmeeting.com and putting yourself right on my calendar. You can come on in, we'll chat, I'll answer your questions, and I'll talk to you about your estate planning options. So I told you that there were actually two that I was going to talk about. The second is for people who have actually put together an estate plan. And whether you have a will-based estate plan or a trust-based estate plan, it's the same mistake that people make. They get everything signed. If they have a trust, they get it funded, hopefully. And then they take their estate plan and they put it in a drawer. And during the years that come after getting that estate plan put together, their life changes. They have more children. Family members pass away. There's marriages, divorces. There's increased assets that have to be managed and have to be funded into trusts, or perhaps we need to do some planning to avoid some of those estate taxes that can creep up. But as your life changes, your estate plan needs to change with it. So the mistake that people who actually have an estate plan in place is that they believe that they've done it, they've checkmarked that off the list, and they put it in a drawer, and it is just left to hopefully work when they pass away, even though their life has changed. So if you do have an estate plan, it's really important to make sure that it is still in line with your objectives and your circumstances in life, including who your family members are and the assets that you have. So if you do have an estate plan in place and you'd like to ask me some questions about whether or not it's still the right estate plan for you, you can schedule a complimentary consultation with me by going to myestatePlanmeeting.com. And you can go there and schedule a meeting with me to ask me any estate planning questions, and I'm always happy to answer them during that consultation, and then give you some information about your options for what kind of estate plan you could put in place to reach your goals and desires, and then also whether or not updating your estate plan is something that you should do. So again, the number one mistakes are not having an estate plan at all, and then if you do have an estate plan, not making sure that it's updated to reflect your current circumstances. Again, I am Don Rolfe, the owner and founder of Northwest Legal Planning. It's a pleasure to speak with you. If you like this, please hit the like button, thumbs up, leave a comment, all of those sorts of things, depending upon where you're consuming this information at. If you like this information, you think that you know someone that would like it as well, please share it with them or share it to the public in general. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.